Howdy, folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very special car that ran in Chicago way back in 2002. It is Jeremy Mayfield's 2002 The Muppets Dodge, Carolina Dodge Dealers, whatever you want to call it, Intrepid. Awesome looking paint scheme. Let's hop to the review. Alrighty, folks, right off the good old base, and let's dive into today's Diecast review. Of course, this video is brought to you by our good friends over there at Circle B Diecast. Make sure to have it there for all your Diecast shopping needs, and you can save on shipping. Use promo code Diecastbuffet. Any orders $30 or more, details below, and well, let's hop to it, guys. So this is a very obscure alternate paint scheme from 2002 that ran at Chicagoland. Now, they had a big promotion that year. It was an anniversary for the Muppets show. Kermit the Frog for you younger fans. Anyways, they had a bunch of cool paint schemes. They had like Dale Jarrett. You had the Evernham cars. Oh my goodness. What's his face? Ricky Rudd, I think, had one. Maybe one of the Ganassi cars. What's his face? Target. Jimmy Spencer. He had one. A cool looking alternate paint scheme. There was a bunch of Muppets cars. And it was really, really cool seeing like all these different, big Winston Cup drivers having all these, a kind of a theme going to the event. They did the same thing for Richmond in the fall of '01 and '02 with the Looney Tunes characters. And for the newer fan, it's very similar to how Kansas was in 2015 with the SpongeBob characters. So let's zoom in a little bit here. This car is loose, so I try to not open up these cars anymore. I try to kind of preserve them because, let's just be honest, they're not making any more of these, so I don't want to, destroy them. And I try to, if I'm gonna, use one as a donor or something, I try to go for the ones that are already opened up. They did make a buttload of these, I might add. So see your local Dodge dealer. You got the Muppet Show. I think it says 24 years, 25 years, 50 years, something like that. I don't know who these characters are. I really don't, but it's so much nostalgia, dude. I remember just as a kid playing NASCAR Thunder 2003 and hearing Steppenwolf Magic Carpet Ride, just looking at all the paint schemes. And I would always look at the cars that were already unlocked, and this was one of them, I believe. So I would just see this car spinning like this with the same 4 songs playing. Unfortunately, they chose 4 very good songs, just playing, racing Talladega, whatever. I'm telling you, man, NASCAR Thunder 2003 is like besides GTA San Andreas, it might be the most nostalgic game for me because I spent so many hours on it. It's got Moog Clevite Cup Edelbrock, Union 76, Wix air filters. This is the front end of those Dodge Intrepids. They are very, very cool. I like the little kind of like looks like a Dodge Viper lower valence. Really, really nice. Speaking of Dodge Viper, Bill Elliott actually ran a Viper paint scheme in '02. Which was really, really cool. On the left side of the diecast, you have like all these test tubes. I used to think these were like glasses, like cups and stuff, but I guess they're all test tubes. Like is he like a mad scientist or something? He's like plugging his ears, hoping they don't blow up. That's pretty cool. I like the little bubble design, very, very sharp. The red and the gray. I mean, they just don't make paint schemes like this anymore. They really don't. They don't market the sport like they used to. They don't make paint schemes like this. I mean, just look how good this car looks. The middle door number, the Evernham font, proper use of the whole car. They just don't make them like this anymore. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but that's the reality. I mean, they just genuinely don't do paint schemes like this anymore. Got Goodyear there. Got Winston Cup Series. True Value, Rebesto, South Pack, Holly. Got the Bud Polo War decal, or at least the bootleg version of it. Gatorade, Waste Management 3M, Goodyear, Bowman. Jessel, Mechanics Wear, EA Sports, Mac Tools, Dodge, UAW, and got Mopar. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that is. We're going to zoom in. Let's see what the heck decal that is. I have no idea what that says. I have no idea what that is. I can barely even read it. Maybe y'all can, but I can't. It says Benson something. I have no idea. I'm going to flip it over quickly. I have no idea. I have no idea what that logo is. I'd probably have to look at the real car or something to really kind of decipher that. Or maybe a 124 scale, because they usually use the same artwork for it. You can see a little bit of a decal separation there, but that's fine. It's on a crease. Get the Jerry Mayfield font. Love the signatures back in the Winston Cup days. Evernham, Valvoline. Wait, Valvoline, what the heck? They were a sponsor with Evernham? Am I crazy? I don't remember that. They were on a Pontiac with Johnny Benson. That's interesting. Get the old school Mountain Dew logo. Get Dodge. Go to the back end. Hey, more Dodge logos. See your local Dodge dealer. Get the number 19 there. Dodge RT. Very, very sharp. I love the Dodge Intrepids, man. They switched to the Chargers in 05, and those looked fantastic as well. But there was just something cool about Dodges in the Gen 4 era, man. They were just really, really sharp, and they were very successful as well. Whether it was Casey Kane, Bill Elliott, Sterling Marlin, heck, even Mayfield, they were winning. I mean, they were winning. Ryan Newman, Rusty Wallace. They had so many competitive Dodges throughout the years. Also, you can tell the side decal's different because you have a different character there. I do think the bubbles and stuff are the same on both sides. I think so. Maybe -1 right here under the D on Dodge. Look at the glasses. Let me see if they're the same. I believe they are, because usually when they do artwork like this, they just copy it or they invert it and they just keep on going, which is the best way to do it. Now, you do have the green 19 on the roof, and I think it's kind of a nod to the Mountain Dew car that he has. He had a Mountain Dew paint scheme, I think, 02, 03, and I think Kane picked it up in 2004. There was an awesome Mountain Dew car ran in 2002 or 2003. And it was the number 91. I think it was 2003. And it was the Lime Wire. Was it Live Wire or Lime Wire? Anyways, it was like orange and it was beautiful. Apparently it ran at Pocono. And they only made a 124 scale diecast of it. They never made a 164, which is, it's really a shame. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So some of the quirks about these early 2000 Dodge Intrepids that are so interesting to me is, number one, the dashboard is the plastic is black, which is interesting because if you look at like some of the Ford Tauruses, this is a car made from the same year, a 2002 Ricky Rudd from the same line, the Winter Circle line. The dashboard is the kind of a light gray plastic. So for some reason, they just wanted the Dodges to be a little bit different, but it actually looks pretty cool. And what's even cooler is the bottom of the car is actually screwed on. Like, there's literally 2 screws there, so you could take this off. So if you were just playing around as a kid, you could take this car off and set it up as a diorama, and it wouldn't destroy your race car. You could change out the wheels. You could do whatever you want with it. If you did a stop motion, you could change out the wheels and make them look like they're blown out, and it wouldn't destroy the actual car itself. I love that. That is fantastic. And I've noticed a lot of the Dodges in the early 2000s had that, so that was a very common thing. Naturally, I think they got rid of that in 04 when they switched to a new mold. But it's just so cool. The thing that you could buy a Winter Circle diecast, it's got freaking screws in it. That is so cool. I love that. That is so cool. But like, you could literally take it apart. You could do whatever you want. You could like display the shell. If you're in the garage and you could take photos of the car, just having the chassis. There's a lot of things you can do in terms of like a stop motion, a diorama. Whether you're a young fan or old, there's a lot of cool things you can do with a car that you could take apart without destroying it. The Team Caliber cars are like that. The problem is the Team Caliber cars suck. That's the difference. That's just my own opinion. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I figured doing a little fun little diecast review on this would be kind of fun. I love the 2002 cars. 02 is probably the most nostalgic year for me in NASCAR because that was like my first true year getting into the sport. Playing the video games, oh my goodness, man. Collecting the diecast. Heck, I remember they used to make NASCAR coloring books, brother. I mean, they used to make NASCAR anything. Man, those are the coolest days ever, man. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a blessed one. Diecast Buffet, signing off.